So you've been diagnosed with a mental illness and you feel scared, confused, shocked, and due to everything you've been through up to that point, absolutely terrible. A million new thoughts, questions, and concerns spiral round your already occupied mind. What does the future hold? How will this be taken at work? How will my family and friends react? What can I do? Why has this happened? Could I have done anything to prevent it? Am I to blame? How will I cope? How will I be able to cope? Why am I so weak? I am such a failure. All valid questions and concerns that you struggle to answer and just make you feel even worse. Your sleep hygiene is even more disturbed. You comfort eat even more. You don't want to leave the house. You don't want to leave your bed. You don't want to feel so alone. But alone in your bed, you feel safe. No one can touch you there. No one can harm you. No one can make you feel more dreadful. You may be prescribed medication to help, but the myriad of side effects brings more concerns that cause more damage. You feel a failure for having to take them, but hope they will bring you some peace. Your patience is wafer thin, but the medication will take time to have any effect. You feel trapped, frightened, embarrassed, hopeless, and depressed. You see others running marathons when you struggle to run a bath. You see others climbing mountains when you struggle to climb the stairs. You see others enjoying their family when you struggle to enjoy yourself. You see others jetting off on holiday when you struggle to leave your bed. The medication makes you sleepy, but that just brings the nightmares, the flashbacks, the night sweats, the trauma, and you wake up even more exhausted. How has the diagnosis helped when it just made things so real, so challenging, and so final? You dread the thought of forthcoming medical investigations and reliving your challenges during impending counselling sessions. The fear is paralysing. You feel like nothing could make things worse, but dread the things that may help to make things better. When the physical tests reveal no clues, your fear-filled brain fails to believe, and more uncertainty swamps your already flooded mind. Friends try to help encouraging you to socialise, but that leaves you feeling more of a frump. Fitness gurus try to increase your exercise, but the sheer enormity of their plans just adds to your fear. Families are supportive, but bring unintended suffocation. Initiatives are started to encourage group exercise, but the fear of failure and embarrassment triggers lame excuses to explain your non-attendance. In a binary world that sees everything in black and white, you're either a sloth or a sprinter, a failure or a success, a loser or a champion. The distance between the place you are and the place the world expects you to be is immense, and the expectations to cover the ground in as few steps as possible, impossible. It's all too black and white, too dim, out of focus, and, from your current position, too far out of reach. You half-heartedly attend your initial counselling session with great trepidation, a totally alien situation that you feel that you don't need, that won't help and can't provide a means of traversing the chasm that stands between you and better health. And then your counsellor triggers a flicker of a glimmer of a spark in your mind. Imagine you were going on a 500-mile journey. You wouldn't attempt it in one drive, but you'd plan to break it up into more manageable steps. Steps that would reduce the chances of problems with your car, allow you to rest and recover, to take on refreshment and, if necessary, to replan your route to account for any setbacks. In the same way as your journey to better health, it's a long one. Allow it to be broken up into smaller, more manageable and achievable steps. Steps that would reduce the chances of reoccurrence of your physical health problems, that would give you guilt-free permission to rest, recover, and be refreshed, and, by celebration of your progress, no matter how slight, would allow you to cope with any setbacks, to replan and continue your journey. A recovery from any mental illness is daunting. It is challenging and fraught with setbacks and dangers, but by introducing a few minutes of focused self-care into your lives each day, the flicker becomes a glimmer that triggers a spark that builds into a flame, and hope starts to burn brighter. Small steps, gradual growth, positive progress,